Okay, so this is BossJay versus Ludaking. I think they are playing it's their match. Let me confirm. Let me just confirm the matchups for today. Give me a second. I can't see chat. Okay, so round 3 we have, let me be sure. Yes, BossJay versus Ludaking. So that is an actual game that is going on right now. So yeah, like I was saying, this is the Brilliancy Chess Academy's chess tournament. There are prizes coming up in this tournament as well. I'll post the image of the flyer, whatever you call it, later on. But yeah, so let's get on to the game. So we have BossJay versus Ludaking. I think they'll play the games individually rather than all at the same time. So that's actually good for us, since that means we can check out all the games at once, unless of course I am wrong. Okay, so let's look at this game. Okay, so we had a almost Queen's Gambit decline, but this guy's a London player, which is strange because I know Ludaking likes playing the London system right now. Very standard stuff, but most of you really want to get c5 into this position. This is very passive play from black. This is not how you play. You really have to counter attack your opponent as instantly as you can and try to play as actively as possible. Prophylactic moves like this don't work, and normally speaking, this knight has no business coming here. It's mostly going to be planted here. So this may be just passive play or lack of understanding of the opening. Okay, good. We got c5 in, followed in by the queen coming in here, putting pressure. Does he do that? Yeah, okay, that's a good response. Takes, bishop takes is what we are looking at here. Very nice. Pawn takes. I don't know about pawn takes. Takes, and then takes. This is just a trade first. And he missed the very nice thing here. You are losing the bishop already, so after takes here, intermezzo move, you take the pawn. After king takes, you win the queen. What you've done is you've won an extra pawn, so that's actually good. So this is not the best variation you'd want. Now black is in a bit of trouble. These types of moves, okay, well, it worked out here, but these types of moves you don't want to make them. Yo, Dr. Dranky, what is up? Good to see you. It's been a while I've seen you on stream. How are you doing? I'm speedrunning because I'm behind on the game. So check here. I'll give this position completely to black. But I don't like how he's going about it. He's really going about it very slow. For example, a move like this is too slow. I mean, this is faster to bring the pawn up, bring the bishop in, and then aim for this. I don't see what h6 is. It's like a slow build. I mean, you could have just gone straight with this, and your opponent cannot counteract you on these squares. So yeah, trading, this is becoming more of a draw now. Okay, it ended up helping him because the opponent played the wrong move here. Okay, check. Yeah, it's been a while. It has really been a while. Okay, so this game is going to be a draw. No, yeah, it's going to be a draw. The only thing, the reason why one person could also actually make some form of winning position simply because the bishops have the same color. So it works out like that. If they were of a different color, it's clearly a draw. This is still clearly a draw. The pawns are even. The only difference is that black has more potential on the king side as opposed to white having potential on the king side, on the queen side. So we have a 3-on-2 here and a 3-on-2 here. This is always going to end up in a draw, but let's just see. They trade again. Okay, so now it depends on end game experience. Whoever has the end game experience, they are doing very well here. Centralizing the kings in the center, I would prefer he played centralizing moves rather. The more you centralize your king, yeah. So right now I give the position to white. It could still be a draw, but I still give the position to white. You can try to gain a position here, which is a good thing to go for. But I don't like the fact that black has made it like this, because Zugzwang could actually go against black here by wasting this move. You can think about your pawn moves as non-renewable energy sources, right? The more you move the pawns, the more likely you are to fall in Zugzwang. So you don't waste your pawn moves so much in the end game, which is why I was saying that he shouldn't go for this move. But let's see, takes, pawn push. Okay, so now one good thing that black can do is that I'm supporting black because he plays the London, but anyway, white played the London in this game. One good thing that black can do is that he can simply put all his pawns on the dark squares. What that does is that it cements white's bishop on it cements white's pawns on the light squares, which makes them easy pickings for this bishop. So you can lock the position. Jams, good to see you. It's been a while. How are you doing? I'm a little bit behind, so I'm talking fast. Don't worry, I'll catch up with the game very soon. So yeah, a move like this makes sense to me simply because now the king can't invade, at least not now, and you can bring your bishop all the way back to try and infiltrate and cause problems here. So I like the positioning of most of his pawns, and I hope he'll keep it that way. Okay, so takes. You should watch out for pawn push. It's an issue. Whatever. Whatever. Why didn't he? I would have taken. I would have taken. So if takes, you take, I take. You don't stop this pawn. I definitely would have taken the pawn. Amzadams, welcome. You're playing around your chest set. That's nice. I'm good. Yeah, this I would have always taken this pawn. He has enough time to think about this move, right? I would have, if he attacked me here, simply take the pawn. If you take my bishop, I take here, and your bishop can never stop me from queening. So I don't know why he didn't do that. All the games are going on right now. This game is about to end. Nice idea, sacrificing the pawn to try and get some motion here. Maybe black should have retreated a little bit to go and retreat to save his pawn, but now the pawn is gone. Pawn push here makes a lot of sense to me. I get why he wouldn't want to do it, simply because you're allowing your opponent to push, but I don't think your opponent can make any headway here. So you have pawn push and maybe some slide over here. But I mean, it's up to him. Wow, everyone is in the stream. That is nice. How are you all doing? Okay, so I'm guessing this game has, nope, BossJay has just disconnected. This is an end game again. Like I said, I expect this to be a drawn end game. These bishops can just keep going back and forth, but I think maybe white has the edge here. I think maybe white has the edge here. It's going, no, nah, there's no way he can. There's no way. No. Yeah, I don't think he can do anything. I don't think he can do anything. What other games are going on here? Joska, is Joska playing a game today? No, I don't think Joska is playing a game today. Lukazi, I don't think so. Give me a second, let me just confirm this. Right, let me just confirm this. Let me confirm this. No, I followed some people during another tournament, so I'm really confused as to who is playing today. Okay, I'm just checking the nope, Joska is not playing today. Okay, so that game is not going on live. I think the games that are going on live is just this game, basically speaking. So now we've caught up. Told you guys I would catch up. Okay, so yeah, end games are annoying. Yes, I used to fail my end games. That is not a shock. Yeah, this game is particularly drawn. The reason why I feel like white has the edge here is because it's very difficult for black to make a play. Okay, so sacrifice. These pawns are very deadly, right? One is very far past, so it's very deadly here. So what are you gonna do? You promote, takes, bishop takes. Queening square here is a, sorry, what am I saying? Queening square here is a dark square, so he could escort the pawn. Why didn't he escort the pawn? Okay, it's a draw. It's a draw. Pawn push. Yeah, it's a draw. Nothing more than a draw. Maybe if they took their time, would have got a different position, but I don't think they should have been a draw. At least not this easily. I don't think it should have been a draw this easily. Going on. Amzadams versus Paulo. Let's look at that. I think there's a real game. Amzadams versus Paulo. Okay, so this position came out of a caro-kann. Okay, he didn't play the advanced caro-kann. Okay, this is like the classical, if I remember. Yeah, this is the classical caro-kann. Yeah, this is the one I always said looks like a this is the one I always said looks like a Scandinavian, but not really a Scandinavian. Though you would also want to crash this pawn structure, right? These types of openings are very interesting. Mostly very drawish, especially this type of structure. I played the Scandinavian. I still do play it, but these types of structures are very drawish, right? But I mean, depending on who has more experience in the position. For example, in the Scandinavian, if I have more experience in the position than you do, I'm more likely to cause problems for you. One idea here is c4 c5, right? c4 d5. Trying to crash through with this, it gives you a very good advantage, right? So there's a way you play a Scandinavian where you can sort of get this advantage in here. This king is not castled, so basically we just castle, centralize our rooks, and have a good day. Is it intentional? I think so. Yeah, it was a bait. Okay, But I don't like how white has played it, because now it seems black is gaining ground, and that's just entering a draw game. This is the classical I don't want to trade, because a bishop and knight, but in this position doesn't really matter. You have an idea in mind, and I would prefer you go for your idea than to retreat this way. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. White is not being careful where he's moving his pieces, and he's just getting pushed around, and now black has taken back, not initiative. Yeah, as a beginner I also played the Scandinavian, but then when I realized how drawish it is, I started shying away from it. I only play it when I indeed want to draw. I play it when I indeed want to draw, or when my opponent doesn't seem to understand the game. Yeah, and this is exactly what will happen when you do this type of move. Your position always collapses, right? So Amzadams is the stronger player here, but I don't get why he's seemingly doing these. I don't know if he's waiting for his opponent to blunder, but I mean, this is a move I would consider. I am not kidding. It's not a good move, but it's a move I will consider. You're above 1,000. Yeah, so this is a very subtle position. Not much is going on here. Black should try and figure out a way. White should try and figure out a way to get his position back on track. Maybe just holding the pawn and opening up this knight is a good start. Your opponent has to castle. He doesn't really have much. I don't think you should think about an attack in this position anymore. The attack has dwindled into nothingness. So hold this position, keep your pawn defended, right? Is there more moves I've missed? No, this is, yeah. So this is exactly what he plays. So this is where we are. Yeah, knight sack looks nice. The only reason I'm shying away from it is simply because bishop back exists. That's the only reason I'm shying away from it. Bishop back exists. That's the only reason I'm shying away from it. Other than that, I would have just gone straight for it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, despite how white played, white is up a pawn, so white still has the advantage here. So slow development is the idea you want to go for here. I was looking for ways that, I mean, this knight is inactive right now. Maybe you can switch to an attacking position some way, somehow. Let's just advance this guy. We can reroute our knight if possible. This guy is staring at a brick wall. We don't really have much we can do here. I'm not really for pushing this pawn. I don't think it does anything for the position. If I could get knight here to bring the rook up, that would be fine. Of course, I see that, but it's something I'm really considering. He brings the knight in, attacking the bishop. Fine move. Knight takes, rook, queen takes is the idea. Yes. Okay. Sometimes. Yes, please. Yeah, but again, yes. You know, no. Funny enough, I would have. What was I trying to say? My mom came in the room, that's why. I wouldn't have taken this bishop. If I was white, I would never have taken this bishop. This bishop is not doing anything. Granted, it is white's good bishop when you look at the pawn structure, but it's not doing anything. The only problem is that once this knight goes, I will drop, once this knight leaves the position, then you have to worry about this, but in this position it's not good. Cool. Okay, you know, I said this game there's no attack. Sadly, an attack just opened up. Yeah, this can go south really fast, right? You're attacking the queen goes, so queen here. This pawn is in a good position, mind you. Queen here. Okay, queen there is also fine. I was looking for tricks, because queen here, then you can go for this, right? And you are supporting each other. That is what I was looking for. Yeah, so pawn push here. That's what he's trying to go pawn push here so that he can take here with check. That's very nice, actually. I think that's far better than what I was suggesting. Yeah. So how do you stop this? Yeah, how do you stop this? Yeah, you can't. You don't. Yeah, takes. Yeah, 2 pawns up. It's a problem. 1, 2, 3. Wait, he's not 2 pawns up, actually. He's a piece up. He's a whole piece up. Damn. Okay, so now this is slow maneuvering. This plan I was talking about still exists. It's a very good plan, right? You can build it up first. Rook here, then you now think about queen here, queen here. It's a plan. It's a plan. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, when in doubt, check. So you go here. This is a very common attacking motif. You should know this kind of attacking motif. I mean, you can draw the game as white, but I don't think so. So rook lift. Rook lift is where I support now, right? And again, this pawn push is not lethal. It doesn't do much because this pawn exists. That's the whole point about this. So he should see this rook lift, or he should see this. This is actually interesting. But yeah, it doesn't work because of this. Yeah, it doesn't work because of this. Yeah, that sucks. It simply doesn't work because of this. Yeah, if bishop here, you just pin. It just doesn't work. Finally, he sees it. Yeah, you can go for the aggressive play here. So he goes rook lift. This is a very common attacking motif. If you've never seen this before, take note of it now. So a rook lift is simply lifting up the rook or moving the rook upwards to slide it over or to form a battery. Sometimes I get spicy. Can we forget this bishop exists? Right? Can we play something like takes? He goes for it. Let's go. He has the privilege. Like he has all the rights to do this. He has every single right to do this. So he can play bishop takes first. He has every single right to do this. He has every single right. Don't take here first. This is an intermezzo move. Take the pawn first. Don't save the bishop. You are losing it anyways. Yes, king takes, and now you take the rook. Very nice. King is naked. The only bad thing, I wonder how many Italian streams I get banned by spamming North Macedonian runes. What? Really? That happens? Takes. Okay, so now he wins one of these 2 pawns, which is not so good. What? You had the opportunity to win the pawn. What the hell? I can now trade queens. That's actually a bad idea. Maybe this move makes more sense. Maybe this move makes more sense. Maybe this move makes more sense. He's running out of time. Okay, he goes for the check. Sliding here is also fine. I think after the check, he should push this pawn forward. Let's try and keep the little advantages we have in the position alive. Then we can slide out our rook and aim for an attack, right? So here and then here. This is not necessary. Rook doesn't come in. Sorry, I don't think it's necessary. The only thing you have in the position that you're a pawn up. Granted, the opponent's king is open. Okay, so now I can go for your check and then you win the rook. You win the rook. It's not a choice. You win the rook. So rook comes in here, check. Yeah, you win the rook. His opponent got greedy at the wrong time. So takes here, king comes in here, check here, king comes in here, queen comes in, checkmate. So that's about it. Who is winning? White's winning. It's not an arena, so I think it's best of each player plays a game and then we switch from there. Yeah, so this is checkmate. So oh, actually I made a mistake. Rook can't come in here. So queen comes in check, yeah. Queen comes in check, forces the king down here, then you can go in check here, forces the king further down here, then you can play check here and win the queen. I mean, just go for the winning of the queen. Your opponent goes in this way, you come in this way. He can now move this way, which you didn't want, but still you get the check, and he can hide here. That's the hope. What? So queen here. He goes for check. It's a one move threat. Why is he taking pawns? Why is he taking pawns? Like, why is he taking pawns? You shouldn't be taking pawns at this time. There's an attack coming and you're taking pawns. Like, what's Amzadams doing? You win the queen. Bro, you win the queen. Yeah, you win the queen and you win the game. GG. GG. Why are you taking pawns? Like, there's a greater threat. It's like you're fighting in a war. You notice that there's an assassin about to kill your king, and you're like, yo, there are these free oranges. Let's go get them. Right, man. Again, if you are someone who likes engine analysis, minus 0.1 to 0.6 or to 0.9 doesn't mean anything. Even sometimes minus 1.0 doesn't mean anything, sincerely speaking. take it from a human's perspective, okay? The reason the engine is saying -1 is because of a sequence of moves, like 15 or 10 engine moves. If you can't find those 10 engine moves, that -1 makes no impact on your position. So if you are playing a game and your evaluation drops from 0.2 to -0.1, it doesn't mean you made a bad move. It doesn't mean the move you made was wrong. So don't keep checking to see which move would have maintained the plus. It doesn't work that way, okay? So just a little tidbit for you guys who like. Okay, so this game is going on right now. Did we have a London? We had a London. Nice. I love the London system players. So as a London system player, don't play knight here until this move has been played. Okay, this is the traditional London setup, but he has this very nice trick here. So all he has to do is play knight takes, and after the obligatory pawn takes, you can't play bishop takes because you lose your queen. After pawn takes, bishop takes, check, and you win the rook. Very classic. Very classic. Very classic. Yeah, this is a very standard. Oh, okay, that's a nice move. He doesn't want to destroy his pawn structure because if he played bishop takes here, so takes here, and now white is just winning. White is just winning. Let me friend some other guys. Right. IamKojoMethod. I thought I've threaded all these guys. Nope, he's not in yet. Okay. Yeah, right now the onus is on. I would let you take. Nope, no joke. I'll let you take. No, I play very strange moves sometimes, but they make perfect sense because I mean, I wouldn't have played that. I would have played rook here. Because if you play takes, I take, and your bishop is still under attack. So once your bishop runs away, then I get takes here with check. And your king's position is compromised. That's what I would have gone for. In case you don't understand what I was saying, here. What is going on? I can't see my. Yeah. So after bishop takes here, rather than take, I'll play this, right? And then if bishop takes, I'll play takes here, and now your bishop is under attack, so you have to run away or do something. Should your bishop go back, I simply have queen takes check, and I win a pawn. So I win the pawn back. Very nice move. Knight takes, right? That knight was very active, so taking it is very good. And your opponent is forced to destroy his pawn structure. Very nice. Yeah, he's limiting this bishop. I'm loving what he's doing here. He's limiting this bishop, making it difficult for this queen to move. But all he has to do is move his queen, and this position is fine, right? This position is just simply fine for black. He's just down a rook, but it's completely fine. Okay. Elite assassin. He's also not online. Yeah. So why did okay, so now bishop here. Yeah, that's basically bishop there. Underscore Joe 337 also not online. A lot of them are not online actually. Ghana's legacy. Is that how you spell it? Ghana's hyphen legacy. Okay. Okay, a lot of people are not online actually. Kenzie Kage. Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of the round 4 guys are not around. Logic McCoy. Yeah, okay. I don't see any more games. This is the only game I see happening right now. Yeah. Okay, so we'll focus on this game for now. I still see it as just white's win, right? There's not much. This is why you should play the London system. In case you don't play the London system, this is why you should play the London system. Easy wins, easy dubs. What happened there? Pawn takes. Well, okay, that's fine. I mean, you okay? 3 pawn islands. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 pawn islands, 3 pawn islands. That's fine. It's not a problem. This is too forced. Why are you forcing? Why are you forcing to have this discovered attack? Try and build your position, right? Pawn, like rook here, for example. If rook takes, attacking the queen, you're fine. Okay, IamKojoMethod is now online. Yeah, this is, yeah, it's still, I completely believe white is winning, but the way he's playing it now, I'm not convinced that this win is in the bag. It should be, but I'm not convinced. His target is this pawn. He should see it and simply go queen here, right? Also creating targets of your own. Of course, you can't take that, of course. I mean, but these types of moves takes the pawn and your position. This is what I mean. His position is crumbling. His position is crumbling. His position is crumbling. IamKojoMethod's game has started. Am I right? Yeah, he's playing against Sneaker Lord. Sorry if I'm not seeing your chat right now. He's playing against Sneaker Lord. My phone is being used to see the stuff. Go for the win, senpai. He's your senpai. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, what? Okay. Queen runs away here. And now we are threatening this. Okay, it's not a mate, but it's a nice threat. Yeah. Sami is coming back, Amzadams. Sami is coming back. Yeah, he's coming back. He's equalized in terms of pawns, right? He was down the exchange, so it was +2. But now he has gained it back in pawns. So it's a question of, would you really want to trade off one pair of rooks and play it with your bishop? That is a question you really have to ask. It's not an immediate yes. You really have to ask yourself that question. Do you really want to go for that? He chooses to decline. I am for that offer. Pawn push subtly, lock the bishop there. Why there? I don't get that move. Rook f4, pawn push. Slowly advance towards your opponent's position. I like moves like that. Pawn push. It doesn't do a thing. You are helping me attack your king, and I will gladly take that opportunity. Pawn push, attack. I don't care. I really don't care. Here. Whoa! What did I miss? Checkmate. So guys, I got checkmated. Woo! I got checkmated as well. I got checkmated as well. So I think the move should have been takes here first. Takes here first, and if pawn takes, then this. Yeah, but all this would possibly not have existed if some moves were played, right? So if, for example, you had played pawn push and you brought your rook back, you completely defend your back rank. So yeah. Fabmukota wins with a very nice trick, which even I fell for. And what game are we having here? Sneaker Lord, IamKojoMethod. Let me see. Okay, so we have an Italian, very standard Italian. I thought we'd go for a Petrov here, but it seems nobody's going for the Petrov defense today. Okay, so we have a stand. Okay guys, that's it for this game. I hope you enjoyed this game. Just kidding. Anyway, so this is a common line. Very interesting. It's always funny how that line goes. It's very interesting as well. Anyway, so rook here, and if your opponent pushes, you have f4 if you want to go for that line. Why did he do that? Wait, why did he do that? IamKojoMethod, why did he do that? Takes, knight takes, rook here. Okay, so that was just a mistake. Yeah, he shouldn't have taken the pawn. So he should have just brought his rook first and then thought about taking the pawn, but he rushed it. Yeah, so black is completely winning now. This is over. This is completely over. That's it with these tricky openings. But I mean, it wasn't a tricky opening per se. Both players played the position quite well, but you have to be accurate. Castles here even creates a problem for you, maybe in the future, right? But yeah, okay, castles here is fine. Bishop here, then you want to go like pawn push, right? Pawn push or rook here, just slowing down your opponent a little bit. But I don't know how he thought this pawn was hanging, right? It wasn't hanging. Yeah, and the following sequence of what? Oh, queen takes. IamKojoMethod. He bounces back. He bounces the heaven back. Oh my god. What is happening? Check and you win the knight. No, check and then the knight just goes back. Okay. Oh. What? He says he gives him the queen back. Oh my goodness, what am I watching? What am I watching here? Oh my goodness. What is this? What is this? What are we watching? What did we just find? I should make a vid. I definitely will. It feels like I guess the elo. It does. It does feel like I guess the elo. Blunderfest. Nobody is thinking, guys. You see, these guys are definitely Hikaru Nakamura fans, right? They are definitely Hikaru Nakamura fans. This is 5 plus freaking 3. It's not as fast as bullet chess, like sincerely speaking. This is not bullet chess, it's slower. I would prefer to play 5 plus 3, which just shows you how slow it is, right? I hate blitz. Anyway, black is clearly winning now. It's just a matter of who blunders next. It's highly unlikely anyone is going to blunder now, but don't count them out. I mean, I would, if I was black, I would simply play takes and then here. Oh, finally he does it. You could even ignore it. No, actually, you shouldn't ignore it. He's ignoring it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to. You could even ignore it, but not so sure if you should. Yeah, you cut it off. But if you cut it off now, rook comes in here. So I mean, the king gets in no matter what. You have to defend, and the king gets in. So it's not a big deal. He attacks the bishop. Then he goes this way. I think I'd want to stay with the bishop. Okay, that's fine. He's trying to create play on the queen side. It won't work, but he's trying to create play on the queen side. That's for sure. Yeah, they're playing very fast. They're playing extremely fast. Too fast. Too fast. Let me see. Someone's atting me. It's not bullet, but they are really playing fast. Let me see if there's any other game that has just started. Nope, no other game has started. Yeah, this is not going to work. It's completely over. It's completely over. Yeah. So if I will stream, I'll let you know. But definitely, I am streaming tomorrow. Definitely, I'm streaming tomorrow as part of my stream schedule. I don't stream on Fridays, right? So this is 17th. I don't have a stream planned for today, but I do have a stream planned for tomorrow, and that's 11 a.m. for any Ghanaian viewers, and for anyone in America or in the eastern side of the world, 7 a.m. for you. So you can jump in. I enjoyed your company today. We had lots of viewers. I love the support. BCA, thank you so much. Yeah, shout out to also Invisible Knight. You know him as Kwabna Idupoku. Very strong player. Always helps me out. Always helps me with the commentary and also helps me with the videos as well. So shout out to him as well. Check him out, Invisible Knight. I don't have his link here, so I can't do anything about it, but check him out. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.